Top 10 best-selling comics of 2005. Number 10. Transformers 16. Plot. In Transformers 16, the fragile balance of power between Autobots and Decepticons crumbles as internal conflicts erupt. Starscream's bid to reclaim control backfires when he is exposed by Thundercracker, triggering open warfare between his Bruticons and Soundwave's Constructicons, who combine into Devastator. Amid the chaos, Optimus, haunted by the corrupting influence of Megatron's severed arm, destroys a dam to escape, washing away much of the battle. On Cybertron, Cliffjumper, Bluestrake, and Elita visit his family's home, where Cliffjumper reveals he has hidden fragments of fallen Sparks. Hoping to reforge life, he sets his sights on the well of all Sparks to birth a new Autobot, even though it lies deep in Decepticon territory. Number 9. Uncanny X-Men 19. Plot. This issue features multiple interconnected storylines as the X-Men face changing relations. With New Orleans, a mutant named Yuva is held hostage at a rural diner by armed thugs, while Deadpool and Outlaw arrive in New Orleans with a mission to target an X-Man, but instead decide to warn the team. Meanwhile, Mayor Miki Sapora proposes an ambitious neighborhood revitalization project themed around the X-Men. The issue culminates with Jubilee taking action to rescue the hostage situation, showcasing her powers in spectacular fashion, while the team navigates the complex political landscape of their new home. Number 8. Captain America 2. Plot. This issue introduces David Colton, a new Captain America from the early 2000s who operated in a post-9/11 world. The story is set during the rarely explored period, after Steve Rogers awakened from frozen suspended animation, but before he joined the Avengers. Steve leads the new Howling Commandos on a mission to infiltrate Latveria, resulting in his first encounter with Dr. Doom. The issue explores themes of how the modern world has changed since Rogers' time, and examines different approaches to the Captain America legacy. Tensions rise between the two captains as they represent different eras and ideologies. Number 7. Ultimate Wolverine 8. Plot. Set in the Ultimate Universe, this issue finds Logan finally abandoning his Winter Soldier identity by defacing his uniform. The opposition encounters new obstacles in their mission to rescue captured mutants from the Eurasian Republic when they infiltrate Snake Island. The team discovers the bodies of dead mutants and encounters Angel, a broken-winged man who has turned murderous after his traumatic experiences. Logan shows mercy to Angel despite his crimes, believing in redemption. The issue culminates with Logan following director Prostovich's voice to a terminal, where he discovers she's been monitoring her pet project. Number 6. Black Cat 1. Plot. This debut issue marks a radical shift for Felicia Hardy as she transitions from Master Thief to superhero. Following the events of Amazing Spider-Man 8-9 and Spider-Man's brutal battle with Hellgate, Black Cat finds her world turned upside down. With Spider-Man no longer keeping lower-tier villains in check, Felicia decides to become a hero herself to maintain order in New York City. The series explores her conflict between her criminal instincts and heroic aspiration, with her first target being the Lizard. However, her newfound heroism attracts dangerous attention from the city's underworld, including the Kingpin. Number 5. Fantastic Four 2. Plot. This issue continues the time-scattered saga of the Fantastic Four, focusing primarily on Sue Storm's predicament in the far future February 26, 7,801,020,245. Stranded billions of years in the future, Sue fights for survival as the last living being on a dying Earth. The story explores her desperate search for water and her attempts to reunite with her family, using the Forever Stone. Meanwhile, Reed Richards remains trapped in the Middle Ages, and the rest of the team struggles across different time periods. The issue showcases Sue's resourcefulness as she uses her invisibility powers in creative ways to survive in this barren future world. Number 4. One World Under Doom 6. Plot. This pivotal issue reveals the dark secret behind Emperor Doom's global domination, as Reed Richards challenges him to a televised debate. The story focuses on Doom's rule over Earth, and the hero's desperate attempt to expose his true nature to the world. Set months after Doom has successfully ruled the planet, even some heroes question whether they're on the right side. The issue features a crucial revelation about Doom's increased magical powers, tied to events from the Blood Hunt storyline, and explores themes of authoritarianism and political manipulation through the lens of superhero storytelling. Number 3. Amazing Spider-Man 9. Plot. Following Spider-Man's devastating defeat by Hellgate in the previous issue, Peter Parker finds himself in recovery while New York City descends into chaos. The story explores the aftermath of Spider-Man's apparent death and his struggle to return to heroism. Peter lives a normal life focused on science while criminals run rampant through the city, with even J. Jonah Jameson calling for Spider-Man's return. The issue features the villain Shocker and his new allies, the Aftershocks, as Peter grapples with whether to resume his superhero duties. Mary Jane Watson also has a major revelation that impacts Peter's journey. Number 2. Absolute Superman 10. Plot. This pivotal issue reveals Superman's true enemy as Ra's al Ghul. The notorious Lord of Lazarus Corp sets a trap for the last son of Krypton in the Arctic. The story explores Superman's moral code as he faces the Peacemaker and confronts his no-kill rule, while battling against corporate exploitation. Set in the Absolute universe created by Darkseid, this version of Superman reflects immigrant and working-class struggles, while fighting an evil corporation that exploits its workers. The issue culminates in shocking revelations and identity reveals that reshape the series' direction. Number 1. Absolute Batman 11. Plot. This brutal installment focuses on the origin story of Absolute Bane, while showcasing an intense rematch between Batman and his most formidable opponent. The issue explores Bane's backstory in Santa Prisca, where he wasn't imprisoned for his father's crimes but became a freedom fighter in his own right. The narrative alternates between Bane's violent upbringing and his present-day confrontation with Batman, culminating in one of the most brutal fights ever depicted in Batman comics. Alfred narrates the story as an unreliable narrator, weaving myth and reality together as Batman faces the consequences of his previous capture and torture.